Hey guys, what's going on? It's Tcarp. Well, today's installment of today's going to be the first installment of a series that I want to call the Little AK That Could. Some backstory on this. This is my Century Arms AK-74. This is built off a Nodak spud receiver. It's an NDS receiver. It's supposed to be the caliber 5.45 by 39, and I'll kind of explain that here in a little bit. Nodak spud, but it's put together again by Century Arms. So it's you know, you kind of get some good and some bad. Here I recently took a rifle class with this. I took a rifle class from Smoky Mountain Firearms Training here around the Knoxville, Maryville, Blount County area. They do fantastic work. It was the defensive carbine 1, defensive rifle 1 class. Fantastic class. I took it for about $55, and the course was 250 rounds. One rifle, couple magazines. I split up the course between my AR-15, my Delton DTI-15, and this, and my AK-74. Here's what was going on, and this is about 25 yards. Keyholing. Some of these rounds you see are from the AR, but these right here, those are from the AK. That's called keyholing. That's when the bullet comes and tumbles, and you can obviously is hitting the target at the side, at pretty much at an angle, not it's not definitely not flying straight. It's decently accurate, which is kind of crazy, but yeah, it's not flying straight at all. So we definitely need to take care of that. So we're trying to figure out what I need to do, where I need to go from here. But my wife was kind of saying, and I want to clean my rifle too. My wife was kind of saying, everybody nowadays wants to throw things away. Everybody wants to just say, fine, get rid of it, trade it, whatnot. I can't do that. I can't just sell this gun to someone and not tell them it's keyholing. I feel bad. I bought the gun for about $500 a couple years back, and it's one of those things to where, I've got a little sentimental value to it. There's something to be said for that. So it's one of those deals there. I'm like I said, I'm going to clean it and show you what I'm going to do with it. But right now, you can tell it's been shot a little bit. But what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I think I'm going to change the barrel out. And the reason why that is with these guns, I've definitely heard a lot about the difference between the 5.45 barrel and the 5.56 barrel being used. It's been said that Century Arms has been notorious for using in these 5.45s. And what I'm afraid that's happened to me too. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to switch out the barrel. I'm also going to try to see if I can get someone to do it for me. I don't know how to do that. I'm definitely going to have it done for me. See if a gunsmith can repair it, or an AK builder to do it for me, and we'll see what we can get it done. See how pricey it gets. I'm thinking the barrel itself runs about $100, and I don't know the work. Hopefully I can get it all done for less than $200. As I make this video, I don't know. I'm going to definitely check and make sure. I'm not going to try to badmouth Century, but my customer service was not fantastic. What kind of happened with when I called Century, pretty much I was told to deal with it. I had purchased this firearm about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was they only guarantee their firearms for a year. I can understand that, and I asked the lady what could I do, and she pretty much told me to deal with it. She knew what and I said, hey, do you know what keyholing is? And she says, yep. So it's kind of one of those things where I've been told to deal with it, and because Century knows what they've done, and I've heard the same thing actually from a few people. That's what's happened to them too. So is Century making good rifles now? Yes. Did they make good rifles in the past? Just depends on who you talk to. Some of them, yeah, it does. Some of them not. My issue is customer service. They just, will I be buying another rifle from them? Just depends. It really just depends. One of their newer rifles maybe, but not one of their older rifles. It's definitely a hit or miss shot. The receiver though is a good receiver. The Nodak Spud receiver, it is a good receiver. So this gun has good bones. It just doesn't have a good barrel. So we're going to fix that and get that taken care of. Now, after this rifle class, we want to focus on cleaning your AK. I like to go ahead and just soak my bolt down. This is your bolt. This is your bolt carrying your piston and all that stuff. So just pretty much soaking the bolt down, just kind of scrubbing anything off of it. It was actually really clean because most of your stuff is up front at your piston. So an AK runs a lot cleaner than people give it credit for. My AR-15 was a whole lot dirtier than this AK is. So that's the cool thing about AKs is they actually run, people are like, oh, they can run dirty. Well, yeah, they can, but they're actually a pretty clean setup. All your junk's up here. So that's something to really look at and think about. So there's that, and I'm just going to pretty much just wipe this down, and wow, it's magic. It's going to get dirty again, but that's, nothing. I mean, it's really simple, guys. It's nothing to get all upset about. That's always going to be black. It's going to get carbon on it, but it's a piston. That's what they do. So it's one of those things to where, hey man, if you want to sit it in solvent for a little bit, you can. But that right there, it's going to be dirty. So my thing is I get some COP right in there, right in that channel, and take the this copper stuff. And I use COP. I think it works great. It's pretty inexpensive. I mean, you can use, people go nuts. You can go crazy nuts on this, but this is again just what I use. I get in these cracks and crevices, make sure everything's as clean as it can be. So, and just kind of get that. You can take your scraper here, kind of just kind of scrape in there. It's, again, on an AK, I mean, you're getting some stuff, but it's not just absolutely nutso dirty. And I shot a good couple rounds with it. I shot about 125 rounds with my AK. I still ran the class with it and still did just fine. And that's the crazy part. I actually hit, we were shooting still at about 100 yards with iron sights with a keyholing AK. I hit honestly hit about 50% of the time. So 5 out of 10 times I hit the thing. And I'm not a good shot at all. And it was a man-sized torso at about 100 yards. So I didn't think that was too bad. But hey, we'll kind of, we'll see. I really wonder how I would have done with my AR. That's kind of my thing. So I'm just cleaning this off, making sure that's good. And then I'm just wiping off the gun. I'm going to actually get in here and just make sure the rails are clean and all that. And I'm also going to clean my front muzzle brake. But I want to also say real quick, what I'm also going to try to do, and this is a little unconventional, and I've seen only Reed Hendricks do it so far, is not clean the barrel of my rifle. He doesn't run anything through his barrel. And it's kind of like, well, what are you doing, man? And I want to, you know, that's the way he does it, and he says he shoots tighter groups and whatnot, and just keep shooting better. Fine, I'm going to give it a shot until then. You know, I'm going to see what's going on, see if I can change that barrel, see if I can get a chrome line better, but that's what's going on there. So we're going to keep doing it, you know, we're going to do it like that. You know, I'm going to change the barrel anyway, so if people are going to kind of freak out on me, hey, I'm changing the barrel anyway. So that's what I'm going to do there. The trigger, great trigger. I thought it performed very, very well. Other than the Keyholing issue, had no jams, had no issues with this rifle whatsoever. You know, I had a guy saying, "Oh, you know, watch out, this separates." It really didn't. It did just fine. I was very pleased with it. Other than the barrel issues, other than that, and again, you guys can see, you know, this is, you know, walking shooting, decently accurate. Yeah, I've got some flyers here. You know, I was shooting different stages and different things, but I'm still in that realm. You know, I'm still in that man-sized target at 25 yards. Practical accuracy. Again, some of these are my faults. This is not the gun. This is some of my fault. But here, right here, at 25 yards or, you know, 10, 15 yards, hey, it's right on. So something to think about. I don't, you know, but again, I'm not giving up on this AK. I'm calling it, like I said, the little AK that could. We'll get everything fixed up and we'll get everything going. Gonna, you know, to reassemble, by the way, to reassemble your AK, it's super easy. Just pop that here. You know, these things, you can run them wet, you can run them dry. I like to run mine, decently dry. Nothing super major. You want to pull this all the way up. I like to give it a slap there. Pop that in. Pop that here. Take your recoil spring. Got it in there. Bada bing, bada boom. I mean, cleaned. There you go. I mean, the gun's clean. You know, I've got some mud and stuff on. I'm gonna clean it there, but guys, that's it for right now. This is a first installment of the little AK that could. Continue watching. If you have any advice, please comment down below. This is Tcarp signing out.